Aries and Leo compatibility. Now these are two fire signs, two fillers. Now creates a trine with each other. Now what happens here is this. Um, See, cardinal fire and fixed fire. Fixed fire is a fire that's already there. So people already know about this fire. People are already attracted to this fire. That's this fixed fire. People already know where that fire at. They already know how that fire dance. They already know what kind of fire it is. Now, cardinal fire, which is Aries, they're trying to start a fire. They need a wide open area to show everybody how creative they is when they start the fire. You know what I'm saying? So when this happens and when these two get together, this is a competition. Not so much like a lot more than the Aries. Aries are more like kind of understand each other upon a competition level. Aries Leo compatibility is more of a, there's just a competition thing there, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because this is what happens. The sun is exalted in Aries. The sun rules Leo, right? So what happens is like the Leo is gonna want to share its fire because it's already there. So the way it shares it and the way it approached the situation, to a Gemini this may be acceptable, to a Libra this may be acceptable, to an Aries, no. The Aries is gonna look at this like, they're gonna look at it like, is you trying to steal my fire? Or this is another example too. Aries is always going to feel like the Leo is trying to manipulate the Aries into doing something that the Leo wants to do. This may not always be true, but sometimes it is true. The Leo is gonna want to incorporate. This is the way how Leo shares it fire. Say you do something creative, right? The Leo is gonna come to you with propositions. You know what I'm saying? This is where the Leo and Capricorns are a lot alike, but in different ways because it's a quincunx. They're gonna want to incorporate what you do with them. So if you do something good, the Leo is gonna be like, man, I know a few people, I know what I can do, and we can get this thing together. And since it's a fire sign, it always has to come back to I. So it's like, because I have something going on. Now when the Aries hear this, the Aries is gonna look at this like, wait a minute, why don't you just do this shit yourself? You don't need me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the talent. You don't need me. So what happens is the Aries is going to feel like the Leo is trying to take what the Aries can do and try to make it seem like it's all Leo's working. So when the Leo go out here in this world and do what Leos do, which is shine and everybody attracted, it's going to appear that the Leo is the leader and the Leo is actually the one holding this all together. When the Aries is going to look at this like, nigga, but the Leo used my shit. They used my shit to go out here and present it to everybody. And then the Aries start forming a distrust because the Aries is not able to get in the mix like that. You know what I'm saying? Aries has problems with getting into the mix with others because it's about the self. And when they always trying to get in the mix with others, it's always a self type of situation of how they do it. So when they come across and not understand why they're coming across to other people like that, that be why. You know what I'm saying? So any Aries who are into this or elevated Aries should have this together right now and should be able to work on themselves to know how to be aware of how you're coming across to others and not try to oppose your thoughts onto everyone else. And everyone is not out to get you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this Leo may have very good intentions behind what they're trying to include you on. This is their way of sharing the fire. But the Aries is going to look at it like, listen, I didn't even start my fire yet. So you can't be sitting up here trying to incorporate what I'm doing over here. I done thought of all kind of new ways. Just because you got the fire already and you already fixed, that's cool. But I done came up with all kind of new ways, new creative concepts of how to even start a fire. And you not finna take all the hard-earned, built-in situations that I built for myself and take it, and you receive all the credit for it. And this is just the way that they're, and the Leo is gonna look at the Aries like, man, you have no diplomat skills. You have no tact skills. Like, you have to understand that you have to work with others to get where you got to go. And Leos understand this. You know what I'm saying? Leos are the king of the jungle. You know what I'm saying? You don't bother them, they won't bother you. You know what I'm saying? But they're about that life. They know what's going on in the jungle. The ram is somewhere running around headbutting shit head on without having a thought of what this animal may think of it or what this animal may think of it. You know what I'm saying? They're just headbutting shit, and until their heads start to hurt from headbutting so many different shit, that's when they're going to come to the conclusion of what they're doing is right or wrong. Leos already have this perspective of what you're doing right or what's wrong, and they can exert that in the wrong way, in a manipulative way, to the point that it's partially their fault too, that they can make the Aries feel like you're trying to manipulate me into your scheme, into your game. And Aries don't like to play games. They like to be direct. And Leo is a little less direct. Don't get me wrong, they're fire, they're direct, but they're direct in a more harmonious way. They know how to harmoniously get their point across. When Aries may come across aggressive, how they do it, because they're trying to prove a point. When Leo just get the point proved. You know what I'm saying? So when these two get together, it's a situation that if they can learn how to work together, the Leo could take Aries to a place that Aries, it could set the stage for the Aries to express themselves. And Aries can show Leos that sometimes you have to do things on your own. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't have to incorporate other people. And this is what they can learn from each other. You know what I'm saying? They can learn from each other. So it's like, if you can get the competition out the way or get the manipulative energies out the way, then what could come out of this is a force to be reckoned with. Because you got Leo who people are going to naturally attract to. And once they naturally attract to this Leo, Aries is going to be able to be that exaggerated sun. You're going to be able to show people everything you can do. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got this Leo with you, you're going to be able to show that, but be helpful instead of being in a type of situation that people don't want you around. You know what I'm saying? So both of each other help each other. You know what I'm saying? And you naturally helped each other. It's just on a one-on-one, the problems you guys have to go through. You know what I'm saying? And you know, where Leo may try to be the boss, Aries don't like to be bossed around. So Aries may not take the consideration that Leo's always laying down. Like, Leo gonna set the foundation for the stage of how we all gonna chill, how we all gonna go about what we about to do. And Aries is always gonna oppose that, because this is where the over exaggerated sun, this is the exalted sun, this is when this jump in, and Mars right there. This is when they're gonna be like, no, that sound good, but let's do it like this, right? And then when Mars is there, so it's doing this in a forceful way. Even when an Aries is not trying to be forceful, they're trying to do it in the most harmonious way possible. They're forcing that. They're forcing to be harmonious. So it's going to throw off a wrong energy off the back. So it's always good for Aries just to be themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to attract people who wants to be around you. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to push away the people who don't want to be around you. But if you be yourself, the people who don't want to be around you is people you don't want to be around anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. You know what I'm saying? So a Leo can help incorporate Aries' creativity and Aries' spontaneousness and they're able to go out and share flames. So once you get an Aries and a Leo in a club or something like that, that's an uncontainable fire. You know what I'm saying? Leo is going to attract the people to them, and Aries is going to have the talent, or going to have the wittiness to keep people wanting to come back. You know what I'm saying? So in a relationship, Leo is going to set the stage for you guys' relationship. Leo is going to be the one that put you guys in the relationship that you guys is in. The Aries is going to be the one that create new opportunities that you guys can do to keep the flame lit, to keep the fire going. You know what I'm saying? So that's a Leo and an Aries compatibility on all levels, friendship. And I really want to go longer with these videos, man, because it's other shit I want to get into. I want to get into like planets, like how I was just talking about how the sun is exalted in there. There's deeper annotations behind that, but I can't get into it in no merely 15 minutes. So, you know, I'm gonna leave it at this and create other videos to build on that. So Leo Aries compatibility. Flight boss, bitch.